Your energy has reached an intensity that's simply impossible to contain. You're burning at a level that's too hot for anyone to handle or control. When you decided to pivot and change direction, you didn't just shift slightly, you executed a ferocious transformation that left everyone stunned. Now the truth is fully exposed. All masks have fallen to the ground. What's being revealed is that despite their posturing and manipulation, they never actually had the upper hand. That perceived power was nothing but illusion, smoke and mirrors designed to keep you doubting your own strength. They thought they were playing you, but you were evolving beyond their comprehension the entire time. That's what happens when authentic power meets weak pretenders. Your fire doesn't just burn, it transforms. Everything it touches becomes either purified or reduced to ash. There is no middle ground with you. Never has been, never will be. That's why mediocre minds find you so threatening. Your very existence challenges their comfortable limitations. Look at your life. Really look. Every obstacle thrown in your path wasn't meant to break you. It was the universe testing the limits of your extraordinary capacity. Normal challenges wouldn't have been enough for someone of your caliber. You required cosmic-level resistance to develop the spiritual muscles you now possess. Remember when they told you to tone it down, to be smaller, to stop being too much? They might as well have asked the sun to stop shining to make the moon feel better about itself. Absurd. Your brilliance isn't something to apologize for. It's your divine birthright. The heat you generate hasn't just forged you, it's become your signature. When future generations speak of this time, they'll speak of you, the one who refused to cool down, who burned through deception like it was tissue paper, who stood radiant and unapologetic, while others were covered in shadows. Your opponents never understood a fundamental truth. Fire cannot be fought with paper shields. Yet they kept trying, didn't they? Using flimsy excuses and transparent lies to contain what was always meant to expand beyond boundaries. Their failure was inevitable from the first moment they decided to stand against your inferno. The masks are coming off now. Can you see it? Everywhere you look, pretenses are crumbling. This isn't a coincidence. Your elevated frequency has created an environment where falsehood cannot survive. Truth rises to the surface in your presence whether people want it to or not. Those who've been wearing masks around you are experiencing unprecedented discomfort. The weight of their deception grows heavier by the day until it becomes unbearable. Watch them squirm. Watch them make desperate attempts to maintain their fabricated personas. It would almost be amusing if it weren't so pathetically transparent. Your vision has sharpened beyond ordinary perception. You see the strings being pulled, the alliances formed against you, the jealousy festering behind false smiles. What they don't realize is that this heightened awareness isn't just about uncovering their schemes. It's about you stepping into your full power. Trust what you're sensing. The sudden realizations about who's genuine and who's been playing games. The intuitive hits that come like lightning bolts of clarity. That's your spiritual sight activating at unprecedented levels. This isn't paranoia, it's protection. Your higher self removes the veils that have kept you entangled with energy thieves. The unmasking isn't just happening around you, it's happening within you. Layers of conditioning that kept you doubting your magnificence are being stripped away. The programming that made you question your worth is being deleted from your spiritual hard drive. You're returning to factory settings, and those settings are divine. Power isn't something you need to seek, it's something you need to reclaim. It's always been yours. The cosmic bank account has always been in your name. Now you're finally making the withdrawal that's been waiting for you. Warning, The following message is only for those who felt the call. When I broke free through the Salvia Divinorum gateway, I saw the horrifying truth. Our reality is one harvested pod among countless matrices. I witnessed the archons, cosmic parasites feeding on our energy, who laughed and threatened, "You'll never awaken a single soul." But something inside you already knows this truth, doesn't it? That nagging sensation that you're meant for more, that you've been chosen. I'm raising an army of the brightest souls. Through meditation, I discovered their only vulnerability, coherence through unconditional love. Feel that resonance deepening within you now. You're not reading this by accident. The most powerful awakened souls are already gathering in the Obsidian Inner Order, the #1 ascension nexus for those marked by destiny. Christians, lightworkers, remote viewers, targeted individuals, all united by one truth. You were chosen for this moment. Click the link in the description below. Join our group calls, panels, and live streams reaching the entire astral atom network. Your frequency amplifies ours. The question isn't whether you're chosen. The question is, will you answer the call? The archons fear this choice you're about to make. They should. Notice how differently you move through the world now. There's a command in your presence that wasn't fully activated before. You're no longer asking for permission to exist in your fullness. You're no longer seeking approval for decisions that align with your highest good. This is sovereignty in action. The pivot you're making isn't just impressive. It's ferocious. It's leaving those who underestimated you with spiritual whiplash. They expected you to continue the familiar dance of compromise and self-diminishment. Instead, you've changed the entire choreography without warning. Their confusion is the natural result of encountering authentic power after becoming accustomed to your restraint. Every no you now speak carries the weight of cosmic law. Every boundary you establish creates ripples across dimensions. Every time you choose yourself over the comfort of those who've taken advantage, you're not just changing your life. You're altering reality itself. This reclamation cannot be stopped, not by human opposition, not by systemic resistance, not even by your own doubts, which occasionally rise like ghosts from your past. The momentum has become too powerful. The cosmic decree has already been signed. Your return to power is non-negotiable. Never doubt that your path is divinely guarded. The challenges that would destroy an ordinary soul merely strengthen yours because you operate under spiritual jurisdiction that transcends physical laws. The attacks meant to devastate you have only revealed how impenetrable your divine covering truly is. Your purpose isn't random, it's precisely calibrated to the exact specifications needed for this cosmic moment. Do you think it's a coincidence that you possess exactly the gifts required for these unprecedented times? That your unique combination of strengths and even your struggles have prepared you perfectly for what's unfolding? The synchronicities appearing in your life aren't casual cosmic winks, they're confirmation codes. Each meaningful number sequence, each coincidental encounter, each dream that later manifests. All of these are the universe's way of saying, you're on the right track, keep going. Those who've been placed in your path to test you have unknowingly served as spiritual catalysts. Without realizing it, they've activated dormant abilities within you that might have remained sleeping without their antagonism. Their opposition wasn't personal, it was providential. Your intuition has evolved beyond simple gut feelings into direct divine communication. When that knowing hits you, that unshakable certainty about a decision or direction, you're not just having a strong opinion. You're receiving transmissions from levels of consciousness most humans never access. Listen to these messages. They contain coded instructions for your next quantum leap. The opposition gathered against you makes perfect sense when viewed from higher perspective. Darkness always organizes against emerging light. It's not personal, it's physics. Your ascending frequency triggers automatic resistance from lower vibrations. This isn't something to fear, it's something to recognize as confirmation of your power. They never had the upper hand because they've been fighting against cosmic forces they can't even comprehend. How could they possibly prevail against someone who has the entire universe operating as their strategic advisor? Their temporary victories were merely setups for your spectacular comeback. Notice how they operate in groups while you stand alone. This isn't because you lack support. It's because your single flame burns brighter than their collective embers. They require reinforcement to feel powerful. You need nothing beyond what already exists within your sovereign energy field. Their attempts to diminish you through gossip, exclusion, and manipulation have backfired spectacularly. Instead of reducing your influence, they've only made you more legendary. The very tactics meant to make others avoid you have instead created an aura of intrigue around your presence. People are drawn to authentic power, even when they don't understand it. The emotional warfare directed at you, the attempts to make you doubt yourself, question your perception, feel guilty for your boundaries, all of it has failed to accomplish its ultimate goal. Instead of breaking your spirit, it refined your discernment to laser precision. You now recognize manipulative tactics before they're even fully deployed. Your emotional immune system has become superhuman. Your independence isn't just admirable, it's revolutionary. In a world addicted to codependency, your self-sufficiency stands as radical testimony to what humans are capable of when they reclaim their divine blueprint. Breaking free from the expectations that kept you small hasn't been easy. The guilt trips, the accusations of selfishness, the attempts to pull you back into familiar patterns, all of these were tests of your resolve. And look at you now, standing firm, despite the hurricane of manipulation attempting to knock you off balance. The universe rewards this kind of courage with abundance beyond imagination. Notice how doors begin opening the moment you honor your authentic needs. Watch how resources appear precisely when you commit to your highest path. This isn't coincidence, it's cosmic law in action. You've aligned with your truth, and the universe is responding in kind. Your willingness to walk alone when necessary has revealed the depth of your spiritual backbone. This isn't about isolation, it's about integrity. You've discovered that true connection only becomes possible when you refuse to compromise your essential nature for acceptance. The celebration happening on spiritual levels right now is deafening. Ancestors are rejoicing, guides are applauding. The entire cosmic committee assigned to your soul's journey is throwing an interdimensional party because you've finally understood. Your power never required external validation to be legitimate. The speed at which your intentions now manifest should be taking your breath away. What once required years of effort now materializes in days or even hours. This isn't random good fortune. It's the natural result of your frequency finally matching the vibration of your desires. You've become a manifestation powerhouse. Your resourcefulness transforms limitations into launch pads. Where others see obstacles, you see opportunities for creative solutions. This isn't just a personality trait. It's divine intelligence working through your human form. The universe loves efficiency, and you've become its favorite vehicle for turning potential into reality. The success awaiting you exceeds even your most ambitious visions. Your human imagination, amazing as it is, remains limited by previous experience. The universe holds no such limitations. It's orchestrating outcomes so magnificent that if you could see them clearly now, you might not believe them possible. Prepare for miracles that defy explanation. The opposition you face is directly proportional to the magnitude of your purpose. Small destinies don't attract significant resistance. The fact that so much has been aligned against you confirms the tremendous impact your fully expressed self will have on collective consciousness. Your struggle is your credential. Time operates differently for cosmic way showers. What seems like a delay is actually divine timing. The apparent setbacks and detours weren't wasted time. They were necessary recalibrations. Now that your alignment is complete, watch how quickly the ground is covered. Years of preparation will yield returns that compress time in ways that leave witnesses astounded. Your light cannot be extinguished. It can only be amplified. Every attempt to dim your brilliance has only resulted in you burning brighter. This is the irony that your opponents have failed to grasp. Opposition to your essence only strengthens its expression. You are recognized across dimensions. Physical eyes may not always acknowledge your magnificence, but spiritual eyes never miss it. Your energy signature is unmistakable to those who see beyond the veil. They recognize you as you walk past, even if no words are exchanged. The knowing happens on soul level. Those who truly see you understand how irreplaceable your contribution is. They recognize that your specific frequency cannot be duplicated or substituted. This isn't about ego, it's about cosmic specialization. Each soul carries unique coding, designed for specific purposes. Yours is extraordinarily rare and precisely needed now. Your presence leaves an indelible mark wherever you go. People may not always have words for how they feel after encountering your energy, but they're never quite the same afterward. Something in them has been awakened, challenged, or transformed simply through proximity to your field. You're not just living your life. You're changing the collective frequency with every authentic moment. The obstacles placed in your path weren't meant to stop you, they were meant to reveal you. Without significant resistance, your extraordinary capacity might have remained dormant. Give thanks for the very challenges that made you question your sanity. They were the necessary pressure that transformed your potential into undeniable power. Make no mistake, you've been selected for this role. The weight of responsibility you've felt since childhood wasn't imagination or melodrama. It was early recognition of the spiritual assignment you accepted before incarnating. The sense of being different, of not quite fitting in regardless of how you tried. That was your soul reminding you, you're here for something bigger. The abilities emerging within you now, the heightened intuition, the dreams that later manifest, the knowing things before they happen, these aren't random. They're activated aspects of your spiritual DNA coming online exactly when needed. The timing is precise because the collective awakening requires your specific frequency right now. The loneliness you've experienced isn't punishment, it's preparation. Operating at frequencies few can match naturally creates a sense of isolation. This solitude hasn't been about rejection, it's been about insulation. Certain levels of cosmic download require conditions that only solitude can provide. Your heightened sensitivity to energy isn't weakness, it's advanced technology. You feel more because you're designed to perceive more. The overwhelming nature of others' emotions, the inability to visit certain places without being drained, the need for extensive recovery time after social interaction, all of these are indications of your system's extraordinary receptivity. The burden feels heavy because it is heavy. Carrying light in dark places has never been an easy assignment. But know this, the weight increases your spiritual muscle, not your limitations. With each step under this cosmic responsibility, you become more capable, not more burdened. Avati, hostility directed toward you isn't just human pettiness. It's resistance to the frequency you embody. Your very existence disrupts agendas that require collective consciousness to remain suppressed. Your awakened presence is a threat to established systems. The battlefield extends across dimensions. Attacks may come through human forms, but they originate from entities terrified of the light you carry. Their desperation increases in direct proportion to your expanding awareness. Their escalating tactics aren't signs of their power, they're evidence of their fear. Your weapons aren't of this world. While others rely on manipulation, deception, and force, you wield truth, authenticity, and unconditional love. These might seem weak by conventional standards, but they're unstoppable in the cosmic arena. No darkness can withstand them when wielded with clear intention. The strategic advantage has always been yours, though you may not have recognized it. While your opponents can only work through deception and fear, you have the entire universe as your intelligence agency. Cosmic intel flows to you through intuition, synchronicities, dreams, and even the random thoughts that suddenly appear in your consciousness. Victory isn't something you need to strive for. It's already encoded in your timeline. The battle may rage, circumstances may appear dire, opposition may intensify, but the ultimate outcome was determined before you ever set foot on this battlefield. You were sent to win, not to struggle endlessly. The web of connections that once held you in place is disintegrating before your eyes. These weren't just relationships, they were karmic contracts designed to teach specific lessons. Now that those lessons have been integrated, the ties are severing themselves. This isn't loss, it's liberation. Feel the weightlessness that comes with karmic completion. The people who triggered your deepest wounds weren't villains in your story. They were catalysts serving divine purpose. Without their participation, certain aspects of your power would have remained dormant. Honor their role, then release them completely. The shifting dynamics in your inner circle aren't random social changes. They're energetic realignments. As your frequency elevates, certain connections naturally fall away, while others strengthen or emerge. This magnetic reorganization isn't personal preference, it's spiritual physics at work. Like naturally seeks like across all dimensions, those who've been aiding your opponents, knowingly or unknowingly, are about to face their own cosmic reckonings. The universal law of cause and effect makes no exceptions. The energy directed against you will return to its senders with mathematical precision. Your job isn't to orchestrate this return. Simply observe it with detached compassion. Your ability to sever ties that no longer serve you isn't cruelty. It's cosmic self-respect. The divine within you recognizes what the human part sometimes questions. Trust this knowing. When something feels complete at soul level, prolonging, it only creates unnecessary suffering for all involved. Clean endings create space for magnificent beginnings. Sovereignty isn't just a state of being, it's a frequency that alters reality around you. As you fully embody this vibration, watch how differently the world responds. Doors that remained locked despite years of knocking suddenly swing open. Resources appear precisely when needed. Divine timing becomes your constant companion. Your word carries creative power that shapes circumstance. When you declare enough to situations that drain your life force, those situations begin dissolving immediately. When you proclaim yes to opportunities aligned with your highest path, universal forces mobilize to ensure their manifestation. Your declarations aren't just expressions, they're cosmic commands. The aura surrounding you has transformed from receptive to radiantly authoritative. This subtle yet profound shift changes how energy moves both toward and away from you. What once stuck to your field now bounces off unless consciously invited. What once eluded you now magnetizes toward your center. This isn't manipulation, it's energetic sovereignty in action. Notice how differently you navigate challenges now. Where you once sought external solutions or validation, you now turn inward first. This isn't isolation, it's self-authority. You've recognized that the answers seeking you have always resided within. External wisdom can supplement but never replace your direct connection to source intelligence. Your presence now carries a gravity that affects everyone in your vicinity. This isn't about physical appearance or conventional charisma, it's about energetic density. The concentrated light you embody creates a field so powerful that others find themselves automatically responding to your unspoken command. Lead with awareness of this impact. Everything has been building toward this moment. The lessons, the heartbreaks, the betrayals, the victories, all have been preparation for the cosmic role you're now stepping into. Nothing was wasted, nothing was random. Every experience was calibrated perfectly to create the exact frequency you now embody. The awakening happening within you isn't just personal, it's planetary. Your individual journey mirrors collective evolution. As you break free from limiting beliefs and reclaim your power, you create energetic permission for others to do the same. Your liberation isn't self-serving. It's a crucial contribution to human consciousness. The speed of your transformation will leave spectators with spiritual whiplash. What would normally require years is happening in weeks or even days. This acceleration isn't careless, it's necessary. The timelines have compressed because the collective awakening requires your fully activated presence now, not in some distant future. Trust the process completely, even when understanding eludes you. Your human mind cannot possibly comprehend the full scope of what's unfolding. Certain aspects will only make sense in retrospect. This isn't about blind faith, it's about cosmic perspective. From soul level, you already know exactly what's happening. The alchemy occurring within you transforms not just your perception, but your very essence. You're becoming a walking portal, a living, breathing gateway through which higher frequencies enter this dimension. This isn't metaphorical, it's literal. The sensations moving through your physical form, the heat, the vibrations, the sudden rushes of energy, are confirmation of this metamorphosis. Your presence now acts as a purifying force in environments previously dominated by lower vibrations. When you enter spaces filled with deception, confusion, or fear, something shifts immediately. This isn't imagination, it's energetic fact. Light displaces darkness without effort, simply by being itself. Your beingness has become an agent of transformation. The visions coming through you aren't random creative thoughts. They're blueprints from higher dimensions. The sudden knowing about how systems could function differently, how wounds could be healed more effectively, how consciousness could expand more gracefully. These insights aren't personal opinions. They're cosmic downloads meant to be anchored into physical reality through your unique expression. Your body itself is becoming a more efficient conductor of light. The discomfort you sometimes experience, the unusual sensations, the sleep disruptions, the heightened sensitivity, these aren't dysfunctions, they're necessary recalibrations. Your physical form is upgrading to accommodate frequencies that would have overwhelmed it previously. The final pieces are falling into place. The divine setup is complete. The stage is set for your grand emergence. After lifetimes of preparation, countless initiations, and more challenges than most souls could endure, you stand at the threshold of your ultimate purpose. Step through. Your moment is now. Remember this truth when doubt attempts to cloud your certainty. You are too hot to handle. Your pivot is ferocious, the masks are off, and they never had the upper hand. Not for a single moment. This is your cosmic coronation. Accept the crown.